Oh, hello there. Look at this guy. What a schmuck. Oh, streaming bright and early. Look at that. Let's see what we can do here. What a horrible song.
Introducing the challenger from Mexico City, Mexico, weighing in.
Anyway, we were coming off of, it's been goddamn forever since I streamed the last episode. There's been a Dynamite since. I'm sure there's been plenty of other Vince McMahon related shows. Conor McGregor died. He's no longer with us. So rest in peace to him. Ooh, that's loud. Look at the creakiness right here. That's my desk. Not good. Not good, Sean. Not good. What was my last show? My last show was the pay-per-view. The free preview. Paylash. Good show. 4 top title matches. You know, Venom, the Grand, the Solar, the Uni. The Uni-Puni. This is the build to the next show. The next free preview, as it were. Big gut kick by Sin Cara. Yeah, Purgatorio. We're going to Mexico. A Mexican pay-per-view. Speaking of the Grand Champion, yes, Speedy is here. Welcome, Speedy. Tonight is Roar. Kalisto, of course, will be challenging Adam Kennedy for the Cruiserweight Championship. Kalisto won a 4-man Battle Royale on the first episode of Roar. Or the last episode of Roar, I guess I should say. And he got to name the gimmick, really, in the next pay-per-view, and we're going to Mexico thanks to him. Kalisto, watching intently. This is a lucha. Is that not Sin Cara? That's Sin Cara in the ring, but assisting him to the ring was Kalisto. You see him at ringside. That is Kalisto in the golden armor. Kalisto is getting a shot at the winner of this match, or maybe a triple threat, at our next pay-per-view, Purgatorio. This is a Lucha Rules match, traditional Lucha Rules, which stipulates you have 20 seconds on the outside, and it is 2 out of 3 falls. Big shoulder tackle. I was going to say spear, but not really. Welcome, Jordo, Mr. 217. Do you have a character? Do you have a wrestler representing you? Can't remember. A big kick out by Sin Cara. Sin Cara now, Hurricane Rana. Down goes Kennedy. Sin Cara didn't really earn this opportunity, but considering Adam Kennedy's 1-4, that's his win-loss record. Anything can happen in this match. Sin Cara is a former Russian champion. Actually, both of these men are. Kennedy goes for the super kick, but Sin Cara is too quick. What show is my new dude going to be on? Bruiser Owens, right? In the meantime, I'm thinking Flashpoint, but we'll see where he ends up. Things are going to get all mixed up with the situation at hand, the 4-show situation. Was Adam Kennedy the guy I obliterated? It depends, Jordo. What's your wrestler's name? You have to remind me. A lot of people come and go. Look at this, goes for the Swanton. If he hit that, we could have had a new Cruiserweight champion. Actually, no, we couldn't have. He would have been up 1-0. He won the Russian Championship with that move. Big super kick connects to Sin Cara. Sure, I'm not on my Jason Youngblood account. Oh, no problem. Yeah, Adam Kennedy's the first guy you destroyed this season. I believe you beat him with the slingshot spear. Okay, I'm here. No problem. You can be on whatever account you want to be on, Mr. Jason Youngblood. Jason Youngblood, we'll see him on Venom. Youngblood has had one hell of a season so far. He is undefeated at 3-0. He has a win over Adam Kennedy, the Cruiserweight Champion, a win over Speedy, the Grand Champion, and a win over Devin DKO, the owner of DCW. And they were all fantastic matches, especially the Devin match, which was fantastic on our last episode of Venom. You can watch that. And especially the Speedy match. They went like 30 minutes. The crowd should be chanting, "This is decent." The crowd coming out. Big DDT on the outside by Kennedy. To Sin Cara. Sin Caras. Sin Cara, so far 0-0 in singles competition. This is his first singles match of the season. And he's against a guy with a losing record. Like I said, the Cruiserweight Champion had a hard go in those Versus pay-per-views. And then on our last episode of Raw, he lost to the Solar Champion in a singles contest. A big super kick. The second time he's going to be able to hit that. Me and Speedy's match is like match of the year, in my opinion. It was a fantastic one. And the super kick puts Kennedy up 1-0 in this match. Look at this, going for a Spanish fly, perhaps, is Sin Cara. Absolutely not. Big reversal by Kennedy, lifts him up with the electric chair. Drops him into the one-winged angel, the same move he defeated Finn Balor with. Puts away Sin Cara. And a big singles win for Adam Kennedy in this 2 out of 3 falls Lucha Rules match. It will be Kennedy versus Kalisto confirmed at Purgatorio, our Mexican pay-per-view. We could probably find a better name for the pay-per-view, couldn't we? Like Siesta Fiesta or something. There it is, the super kick. That was the first super kick. There it is, the Season 6 special to the outside. A big win and a defense. A man that is now 2-4. Adam Kennedy. As we get into our next matchup. Oh, no we don't. Here they are, the Roar Tag Team Champions, Randy Orton and No Hope, attacking Scarce from behind. Scarce and Keemstar defeated Finn Balor and Hideo Itami last week. They were set to get their own title match in the main event on this show. Speaking of Itami and Balor, here they are, the power couple is here. They're so great together, aren't they, Chad? Anyway, yeah, Scarce and Keemstar defeated these two on the last episode of Roar. Earned a shot at the Tag Team Championships on the show. It's going to be the main event of this show. But we're going to have to see if Scarce can even compete tonight after that brutal attack from the Champs. That's so wrong. Oh, dude, that's not okay. What are they doing, Chad? Itami and Balor are here. Both former Cruiserweight champions and Intercontinental champions. No vacant title. And his opponent, Murphy. What's the schedule? Match card. Well, the schedule, there is no goddamn schedule on this channel because I almost never have time to do these. The match card is in the Discord, but I can read it out for you. Maybe. This is Murphy versus Balor Lucha Rules. That means 20 seconds on the outside allowed and Lucha Rules. That's right, this is Murphy versus Balor. After this, we're going to see what was planned to be Shinsuke Nakamura versus Bobby Lashley versus Hyphen in a triple threat match with the winner getting a shot at Lance's Solar Championship. But Hyphen hasn't been seen backstage. Don't even know if he's at the show. Possible no-show from the former Solar Champion. We're going to see Hideo Itami versus AJ Styles. I am going to wrestle Nicholas, and if I defeat Nicholas, then Joe Biden can no longer fiddle his diddle. I'm trying to save the young man from Mr. Biden. Bowiz Lesnar versus Dolph Ziggler tonight as well. And the main event was planned to be Keemstar and Scarce against the champions, Orton and No Hope. Raw Tag titles on the line, but Scarce was just taken out backstage. Don't know what's going to go on with that. Big powerbomb from Murphy. Moify. So Murphy has goddamn disappeared. So Murphy and Rollins had their big blow-off match. And then there was like a Murphy-Corbin match. And I'm talking about WWE, by the way, not REW. So Murphy just disappeared after that match. Where he cheated, him and the Mysterio family cheated non-stop to screw over Corbin, the heel. So where is Murphy? Is Murphy winning the Rumble, guys? Like, where the hell did he go? Where the hell is Buddy Murphy? Cover here on Balor and a kick out. Probably noticed Murphy came out without an entrance theme, and that's because you can only have 12 on a Share Factory video at a time, 12 music tracks. So I couldn't pencil his theme in. Big dropkick by Balor coming off an unsuccessful title match against Mr. Adam Kennedy at Paylash. Throws him off. Big bicycle knee, that knockout knee. Thinking about a cover here. No, look at this referee. Distracted by Itami. A big kick to the head of Murphy. Kick to the back. Jawbreaker attempt for Murphy, not going to happen. Big gut kick by Finn, the current NXT champion, Finn Balor. Out and over goes Mr. Murphy. Looks like Finn might have a finisher stored, and he's going to use it on the OMG apron DDT. Brain Buster on the floor to Murphy. That is rough. Reversal Christian DDT. Christian DDT. Best move in the business. Right there. Powerbomb onto the apron from Murphy and then swings him into the LED board as well. Love seeing some brutality, and we're going to see it in this match between two former Cruiserweight champs. In comes Murphy. In comes Balor. What are they doing? What are they doing? Drops him on the throne. The double knees. That gut check. Finn Balor and Murphy trading powerbombs back and forth in this match. Running sit-out powerbomb. We're gonna... Hey, it's the Brodie show. They're doing Brodie bombs. What's this? Corner to corner. Shotgun drop kick. Down goes Murphy. Murphy, I was gonna say he's a big boy, but he's really not. Finn Balor going for a no-arm splash. Murphy gets the knees up. Little surprise, we didn't just see a coup de grace. A coup de grace. We might see one now. Balor's cut him down again. And he's going for coup de grace. Cover by Balor. And Murphy kicks out. What's your finish, kid? So I can kick out of it. Balor clearly frustrated. Adam Kennedy just kicked out of a bunch of coup de graces. And now Murphy kicks out of one tonight. So just go for it one more time. Murphy sees it coming. Both men on their feet. Balor able to take advantage first. Hurricane Rana. Down goes Murphy. Yeah, flex those guns. Balor showing the guns. Sling Blade. Mexican takedown from Murphy, foreshadowing. We got the Mexican pay-per-view coming up. Murphy now throwing Balor to the outside. See what happens here. Over the top. What the hell? I don't even know what you'd call that. Huge dive over the top rope from Murphy. Takes out Balor. I don't even know if he's ever done that. He probably has. Wouldn't be on his moveset if he didn't. Right? Maybe. I never know with cause. 3 count from the referee. And a Christian DDT from Balor. A lot of action on the floor by the LED Wards in this match. Forehead first goes Murphy right into him. Hat suplex, down goes Murphy. Murphy throwing Balor. Right an 8 count from referee. Hanlo Tamagotchi. Oh yeah. 11 count. Like I said before, this is Lucha Rules. 2 out of 3 falls with 20 seconds on the outside. Tiger suplex. Cover. And a kick out by Murphy. There's Lucha Rules coming into play in a big way now. Finn Balor going for a second coup de grace. And Murphy gets out of the way again. This time Murphy lays him out with a big lariat. Murphy loves watching Japanese wrestling and then copying it. Doing his best to, at least. Went for the bicycle knee, but Balor saw it coming, but he didn't see that one. When in doubt, just go for it again, and Murphy gets the big knee. Cover here. And Balor was knocked out silly by that knee. Murphy is up 1-0. This Lucha Rules match. Big back elbow. Here it is. Death Valley Driver. Covered by Murphy. Damn, nobody watching. Yeah, that's what happens when you have a shit schedule like mine. I'm always busy and I can't do anything. You have fallen, Ramble Man. Yeah, I'm well aware. Big neck breaker. Down goes Balor. Bolore. This isn't the season 3, probably? Season 3 is probably the peak, right? A viewership peak. Maybe not quality. I remember the peak was that one King of the Ring tournament I did. It was the one Rollins won. I forget when that was. On my way to get a COVID test. I don't know which season this is. Bro, can you read? Oh, why are you getting a COVID test? Do you have to get one for something, or do you think you might be sick? Oh, here it is. Look at that. German Hanlo. There's clearly a pinfall attempt, and Hanlo Tamagotchi being a goddamn idiot. Murphy now, big clothesline. That went over his Balor. Oh, damn. We in 6 already. I don't know about already. I feel like these seasons go by very slowly because, like I said, I have a horrible schedule. I think season 6 is going to be the first season that takes like 2 years just because of how slowly I'm going to be able to put them out, these episodes. Which I guess is good because it means I'm busy. Michinoku driver, here by Balor. And a kick out by Murphy. Balor up to the top, looking hit. Coup de grace number 2. And he can't again. Murphy has avoided all but the first coup de grace. What the fuck is this? I have no idea what to call that. Like a capture vertical suplex, maybe? Balor able to rough and tussle and get him off. TNA kick by Finn. Goes for the slap, not going to happen. Off the ropes. Went for the bicycle knee again. Big crossbody, both former champions tumbling to the outside. I don't know why I'm even getting a test. I never really leave home in real life. Yeah, there's COVID. That's what happens. Not a lot of people. A guillotine suplex. You're right, it looked like it was going to start as a guillotine of some sort. But he flipped it out and over into a suplex. Huh. Look at this. Brainbuster by Murphy. The classic Murphy finish. No! A Tommy getting involved. Distracting Hanlo Tamagotchi, but Murphy for sure had it won. After the brainbuster, Hanlo's throwing at a Tommy. Meanwhile, a Murphy's Law from Buddy Murphy. And there it is. Murphy puts away Finn Balor. We aren't allowed outside after 9, dude. We got an evening clock. Is that... Whoa. Like, is that in the whole country? Is that for real? You have a 9 o'clock curfew? God damn, I love Texas. Sorry that you have to deal with that, Hyphen. That's so shitty. You should move to Sweden, bro. Where they just let you do whatever you want. Have you seen those videos of, like, open subways and no one's wearing masks and it's fine and, like, statistically, like, no one's getting COVID anyway? You're about to fight Prime Mike Tyson. Who you taking with you, Brock Lesnar, Boaz, or Bulletproof Cruz? Prime Mike Tyson. Probably not Brock Lesnar because he doesn't do well with punches. You know what? Maybe. Because boxers fucking instantly lose as soon as they get taken down. I don't know. Nah, F Sweden, they are letting even more immigrants than us.
On the way to the ring.
I have no comment. Just know that I don't disagree with the sentiment. And here we go. I've mentioned this a few times. I actually didn't bring this up in the match card because it got added later because I saw we had time. We were still under 80 minutes. And that's what the weekly shows are going to hit probably is about 80 minutes. Here they are. It's the Bella Twins. I was mentioning the female tag team tournament. Trying to spice up the women's division, which kind of is awful here on RUW. Trying to make it better. We got Brie Bella, former Showdown Women's Champion, and Nikki Bella, a 2-time former Raw Women's Champion. In this tag team matchup. It's a women's tag team matchup. Bro, we have a higher immigration rate than birth rate. Dude, I know, that's... Is it okay for me to say that's scary? And that's sad? Without, you know, being called a ignorant, racist American or whatever. Anyway, here they come, the newest signings from TPW, that is Austin Dynamite's federation. It is Elizabeth Blade and Megan Blade, the Valkyrie Blades. Bro, we have a higher Jay's win in history. Mass migration took place. These new people are always killed or enslaved the previous civilization. I think the big problem now is, and the U.S. has this issue with Mexico, is, and with California. So, the place you live is horrible, right? So what these people do when they live in a horrible place is they move somewhere good, and then they vote to make it more like the horrible place they moved from. So, which is happening right now with Mexicans coming to the U.S. And especially you can see it with Californians moving into Texas. They're like, oh, Texas is great. It's lax with COVID, mask bullshit. It's low taxes, easy to buy cheap land and housing. So let's move there and then vote to make it shitty and like California where we just left. I don't get it. I don't get it. I really don't get it. They just don't integrate culture clash. Yeah. Which is why I have so much appreciation for Italian and Irish Americans. Because, like, it's basically just American. Like, people still call themselves Irish American, Italian American. But, like, outside of eating pizza or drinking a little bit more on St. Patrick's Day, they're basically just like every other American at this point. Look at this. Big double kick. Right to the body of Nikki Bella by Elizabeth and Megan Blade. Nikki Bella now. Up and out and over. With that leg. That's not a monkey flip. I don't even know what you'd call that. A leg wrench flip. Tag made by the Bellas. Like I said, two former champions of different brands. Felix drafted Brie, I drafted Nikki. Way back. Way back. Like season 1 stuff. Big Yakuza kick in the corner with heels. How is Megan Blade wrestling in heels? I don't know. But I guess it pays off when you get to kick someone right in the face with the point of a heel. To be fair, the US is unique as it's a mix of every fact and culture possible. Well, yeah. Like originally, it was mostly British and German immigrants, though. Until the 20th century, we get a lot of the Irish and Italians, like I said before. And of course, the Mexicans coming in later on, like in the second half of the 20th. Up and down with a hook and ladder from Brie Bella. Snapmare right into the knee of Nikki, who I might have called Brie Bella before. I don't know. Big kick to the back, not going to happen. Megan up to her feet. Megan now in a precarious situation. Brie perhaps looking for the TKO. Unable to hit it. Megan flips out of it. Excuse me. Liz flips out of it. Big tag made. Look at this striking combination from the Valkyrie Blades as my controller disconnects. Megan Blade now tags it. Got her up and over into a Rings of Saturn, and yeah, she has it. The Rings of Saturn locked in on Nikki Bella, and the former two-time Raw Women's Champion taps out the first round of this tournament, and the Valkyrie Blades will move on to round 2. Who now have no clue where they originated from. Yeah, probably. I mean, like, the biggest hint anyone has nowadays is, like, their last name, probably. I mean, I don't have to, I don't have the white guilt slavery thing at all, because, all my family moved in, like, after slavery. So I don't have to pay reparations or feel like I do. I don't have to be like the typical like. I hate the attitude now where you have the enlightened white people that live on a coast and think they're smarter than everyone else and are like, oh, you poor dumb minorities need all our help. You poor stupid minorities. I can't believe we're so evil and racist. You need us to give you everything. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't think they do need help. I don't think they're that dumb. I don't think anyone alive today was a slave. Well, I just hate everyone equally. That's how I feel. I feel like Hispanic whites are for sure gonna inherit the U.S. because they don't have white guilt. They don't have white guilt. And I don't know. They don't feel bad about anything. And they don't bitch and moan about... That's not true. You see some of them bitch and moan about racism. I feel sad days coming around. I wish we could have a bunch of different places and different countries, and they would all get along. I don't think we need to mix them all together. I think that kind of ruins everything. It makes everything one big ugly blob. You can't force people to cooperate. But if everyone's happy on their own, they're more likely to work together. You know what I mean? Instead of making everyone miserable together, everyone should be happy apart and work with each other when they have to. Maybe I'm retarded, but hey, who cares? Hey all, welcome Lance! Solar Champion is here. We're about to find out who will be challenging Lance at our next pay-per-view in Mexico. Will it be the Dominator? One half of the Bobby's tag team, Bobby Lashley, or this man, shit-stained knock your mom up. Nakamura, of course, made it to the finals of the King of the Ring tournament before being dispatched by AJ Styles. Like the Bobby. The Bobby. Yeah. Bobby Lashley out here with Nakamura. This was originally scheduled to be a triple threat match with Hyphen the Impregnator, who no-showed my show. Hyphen, what are you doing, man? You busy? Look at this from Nakamura, by the way. Holy hell. Just having his way with Bobby. Bobby's got to be uncomfortable in that gear, but he's representing the Bobby's tag team. And they able to take down Nakamura. Nakamura coming out to the ring in some beautiful gear that is reminiscent of his New Japan Pro Wrestling attires. Big knee to the gut from the bigger man. Punch to the gut return from Nakamura. Goes for the knee. Not gonna happen. Nakamura in trouble now in the Boston Crab from Lashley. Not sure what we're gonna see in this match. Very odd match from two top quality competitors on the Roar brand, Lashley and Nakamura. Don't know who would have a better shot against Lance if they win this. You gotta think the Nakamura match would be better, but at the same time, you see Lashley in that gear, he's a powerhouse. It could be a classic, something along the lines of what Lance has had with Bowiz in the past. Two legitimate wrestler badasses. Also, they're both black, before anyone says it, I know. Big kick to the gut of Nakamura. Ducks the line and hits his own clothesline. Soccer kick to the back. Lashley up to his feet. Irish whip off the ropes. Nakamura taken out with that crossbody from Bobby Lashley. Big kick to the gut, not gonna happen. Dragon screw, down goes Shin. Skay. Nakamura. Michael Cole calling Nakamura Shin. It's horrible. Does he still do that? I don't watch WWE. I'm gonna watch the Rumble though, because I have no idea who's winning. So it's gonna be more entertaining to me, you know? More unpredictable, hopefully. Or Roman can come in and win, and then they'll do Roman versus McIntyre at Mania again. Big shoulder tackle, down goes Lashley. Kick to the back on the outside. Some back and forth. Beautiful wrestling take down. Go behind into the backbreaker by Bobby Lashley. Very impressive is Mr. Bobby. Brutal beatdown here. Fist to face from Lashley to Nakamura, and a quick kick out by Nakamura. May be a good Rumble, but you are not missing much with General WWE, really. Yeah, I imagine. Beautiful power slam by the Dominator. So, Lance, who do you think... I'm assuming you're a guy that watches. Who, with your knowledge, do you think has the best chance of winning? And would they face McIntyre, or would they face Goldberg, or would they face Roman? Cover by Lashley after the delayed vertical suplex and a kick out by the man from the land of the rising sun. Huge overhead belly to belly by Lashley. Making short work of the smaller man in this contest. Big shoulder tackle from Nakamura, fighting back. Refusing to go down just yet. Look at this. Overhand punch. Murders Nakamura with the overhand punch and more ground and pound. No mercy from Lashley, and now stomps to the chest as well. He's beat the piss out of Nakamura thus far in the matchup. Going for the spear. Nakamura hops the spear. Nakamura sees it coming. Shinsuke now with a forearm. Fireman's carry. Landslide. Landslide to Lashley. Now looking to hit a corner move of his own. Bomaye. Avoided by Bobby Lashley. Saw it coming, dropped to hold. Nakamura sent face first into the mat. Jawbreaker and a big lariat from Nakamura. Still in this one. Actually a compelling match thus far between these two men. And an overhead belly to belly from Lashley. I actually have no idea who I'd say is coming out on top in this matchup. Perhaps Lashley. Yeah, especially after that. An arm trap, overhead, suplex to Nakamura on the floor. But Nakamura still in it, fighting back with the leg kicks. Goes for the forearm. Now running back into the ring. Both men in the ring. And another overhead belly to belly from Lashley. No mercy from Lashley. Ah, beautiful reverse power slam. The Dominator to Nakamura, but Shinsuke kicks out. Nakamura avoided the spear. He's kicked out of power slams in this match. Lashley now going back to basics. A chin lock here. Look at the arm. Look how big his arms are, bro. Look at the beef. Finn Balor, you're good. But you don't have the beef. Look at all this beef in the ring. Vince McMahon is a goddamn psychopath. Big clothesline from Lashley. So Lance, who do you think you would like to be in the ring with? A man like Bobby Lashley, or a man like Shinsuke Nakamura? Stomp to the arm of Lashley. Back body drop down goes Nakamura. Both men vying for a Solar Championship shot. Punch by Nakamura from the apron. Forearm. Snapmare. Nakamura now with an arm lock of his own. Lashley now flailing like a fish on the floor. Nakamura perhaps trying to soften him up, go for that arm bar. Nakamura made use of the arm bar in Japan. I could take these pieces of beef and make mince of them. Yeah. Lance thinks he can take either man. Look at that. Big punch to the head from Lashley. Going for it again, perhaps. The delayed vertical. No, big knee. Lashley was going for the stalling vertical suplex, but a reverse power slam from Nakamura connects instead. Double leg takedown from Lashley. Nakamura already up to his feet. Catches Lashley with a knee to the gut and an axe kick right to the back of Lashley's head. In the corner. One more time. Nakamura's going for it. Lashley on one knee and the Bomaye. The Kinshasa, whatever you want to call it, connects on Bobby Lashley. Nakamura gets the win. Nakamura, your new #1 contender for the Solar Championship. That's right, at our next pay-per-view. Our Mexican pay-per-view. We'll see Shinsuke Nakamura go one-on-one with the Solar Champion with the title on the line. Lance Uppercut. I mean, I'm the prime to these off-cuts wannabes. Oh, is that a beef joke? Is that about beef? Fantastic match between these two men. Nakamura comes up with a win at the end of the day, though. And there it is. Kinshasa. Well done, Nakamura. I thought Lashley had that. Yeah, very close contest. But Nakamura hits the Bomaye and gets the win here tonight. And there it is. The current Solar Champion coming out. Getting ready for their big match at Purgatorio, the Mexican pay-per-view. We will see these two go head-to-head. And Lance gets things started a little bit early, laying out Nakamura, letting him know it's not going to be an even contest at the pay-per-view. Just a break at work, but you saw you streaming, so wanted to wish you good luck. Thank you, Mr. Wild Hops, for dropping in on episode 15, the Roar Brodie Lee Show. As we get into our next contest, Hideo Itami going on one-on-one with AJ Styles. Hushi, haha, yeah, I'm guessing you saw. Rambling, this was a sting operation. Oh no, my screen went black as soon as I read that. The government has shut down my internet. They now know I'm one of those evil Nazi racists or whatever they call everyone now. I've alerted the authorities and you'll be arrested for racism. Oh no. What do you mean? I just had a Japanese guy win. Oh, is it because I had a black guy lose? Oh no. Speaking of Japanese people, though, there he is, Hideo Itami coming out alone. Finn Balor got his shit kicked in earlier tonight by Murphy. There they are. Federation Red. In competition tonight, though, is AJ Styles, the current king of the ring. King of the ring, AJ Styles. Going head to head with a Tommy. We could have one hell of a matchup on our hands here tonight. There he is, the King, defeated the man we just saw become #1 contender. He defeated Shinsuke Nakamura in the finals of the King of the Ring tournament to earn that crown. Nakamura might be getting a shot at the title at Purgatorio, but AJ Styles has one no matter what happens at our Beach Blast pay-per-view. Look at this. Tommy's starting things off with some strikes to Styles. Lariat from AJ, laying out the smaller man, though. Both of these men can strike, although I would typically give a Tommy the upper hand in striking. A big kitchen sink, that knee right to the gut of Styles. Stomp to the chin. Punch to the gut. On the ropes. In the ropes. Big knee right to the head of AJ. He was trying to do a springboard double foot stomp, but Styles was able to roll out of the way. That's my headcanon for what just happened there. Back body drop from a Tommy. Kick to the back of Styles. Styles has many accolades here. Both these men, former Intercontinental Champions. Hideo Itami, former Cruiserweight Champion. AJ Styles has held the Solar Championship in the past, and looking to make it reign #2 if he can defeat whoever is champion by the time Beach Blast comes around. Which I should note, here's a chin lock from Styles. AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura's last match ever was that King of the Ring finals. So if it's Nakamura as the champion going into Beach Blast, with AJ Styles getting the shot, we're going to have to add someone to the match, make a triple threat or something. Like I said before, Styles and Nakamura faced each other so many times in REW. The King of the Ring finals would be the last one. So, if one of them earns the championship and the other's contender, well, we'd have to mix things up. I'm going to try and uphold the condition of not having that match ever again. They had a fantastic match at King of the Ring, though, in the finals, and a good match for both to go out on. Front neck lock here from Styles. Slap of the arm. Styles catches a Tommy and drops him throat first on the top rope. The phenomenal one. Calf slicer here. Oh my god, it looked like a Tommy's head hit the chair during the roll into the calf slicer. Ziggler throwing in a chair. Ziggler's got a match later tonight against Boaz Lesnar. Some revenge from a Tommy. Rope to the throat of Styles now. Ziggler distracting a Tommy. German onto the table. Oh my god. The back of a Tommy's neck. German suplexed onto the chair. Excuse me, not a table. That is not a goddamn table. That is a chair. And a Tommy took it right to the back of his neck. Gut kick. Welcome to Georgia. Gutbuster from AJ Styles. The Tommy cannot be feeling too good right now after being Germaned right onto the steel chair. Avoids the phenomenal forearm. Styles was looking to get the win. Styles a little dazed now in the corner. Tommy perhaps going to take advantage. What's he going for here? Nothing. Styles saw him coming. Backhand shot. Big strike by Hideo. Hideo! For the hard cam. Going to bed. Cover. Now the rope break. The rope break is gonna save AJ Styles. Tommy just hit the go to bed. Remember when the springboard forearm was just a regular move for AJ before WWE? Yes, I do. Hideo Itami going for a second go to bed. Not gonna happen. AJ now with a front neck lock. I understand why they did it. A lot of people in WWE are too big for a Styles clash, so it's fine and fitting. Speaking of Styles clash to Itami, center of the ring, after being German suplexed onto a steel chair, and he still kicks out. Remember when Jericho immediately kicked out of the Styles clash, like the first match AJ Styles had in WWE? That was dumb. Big forearm. And another. Pele kick by Styles. Down goes Tommy. Tommy showing some fighting spirit. He survived the calf slicer, the German onto a chair. He survived the Styles clash. So AJ's just going to go for another one. Tommy could have had the win earlier. There it is, beautiful. How smart from AJ, rolling Tommy away from the ropes. And Styles picks up the win. Tommy could have had the win there. Hit the go to bed. But went for the pin too close to the ropes. Yes, the Styles clash. I can't understand why it was banned. It's not banned. It's just, they didn't want him doing it for whatever reason. I think it was mostly because it was hard to do on bigger guys. Almost every finisher in WWE has been kicked out of like 20 times. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's the same everywhere. It's the same in New Japan, too. Funnily enough, I feel like the only place where you don't see a lot of finisher kickouts is AEW. Unless I'm remembering something wrong. Did Moxley kick out of Jericho's elbow? The Judas effect? I don't know. No one's kicked out of the One-Winged Angel. Sorry, I'm late, boss. No problem. You know, like early on, I feel like people kicked out of the Buckshot Lariat, but it wasn't a finisher yet. I feel like finisher kickouts should only really happen. Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I agree 100%, Chris. And even then, it shouldn't happen in every match at a pay-per-view. It should happen, like, once or twice every pay-per-view. And here we go. Dean Ambrose, for some of you that don't know or just joined RUW after the last season split, one of our GMs, he is the GM. Dean Ambrose just announced that Keemstar will have to find a new partner for the tag team title match later tonight. Earlier tonight, Scarce was attacked from behind by the champions, Randy Orton and No Hope. There will still be a tag team title match in the main event. And Keemstar just has to find a different partner. Ambrose also announced the main event tag team title match will be an MMA cage fight. That might be I believe that's the first ever tag team MMA cage fight we've ever had. And it will be the main event tonight. The champions, Randy Orton and No Hope, will defend those titles against Keemstar. And he's going to have to find a new partner due to Scarce being attacked. Scarce and Keemstar earned that opportunity, defeating Finn Balor and Hideo Itami on our last Roar. Due to Connor's loss, he has brought great shame and is to be executed. What the fuck is the security kid in the ring? There is Nickel, and here I am! That's right, this match at our Mexican pay-per-view at Purgatorio, or whatever we rename it. I'm thinking Fiesta Siesta, or Siesta Fiesta might be a good name, but I'm not sure yet. I'm going one-on-one with Joe Biden, but before I go one-on-one with Joe Biden, I'm going to be taking on Nicholas here tonight. The stipulation of this match is if I defeat Nicholas, then he is saved from the clutches of the creepy old man, Joe Biden. And Joe Biden is no longer allowed to touch him. course, coming out to the ring with this man, Crotone. You might have seen on BCW, on some Chat Choice post-show matches. I've scooped him up, brought him here to the RUW, and I thought he would be a fitting associate to bring to the ring with me, you know? Big tough guy. He's a smart guy. You wouldn't think so, but I swear. Go Speed Racer, go. Yeah, you like my shirt. I love Speed Racer. It's my Biden warm-up for sure. But hey, I'm doing this because I'm a good guy. I'm trying to save Nicholas, a former Raw Tag Team Champion from the WWE. And here we go. I don't know how to commentate over my own matches, honestly. I think the best way to do it is act like my matches were pre-taped and the other ones are live. I think that's how I've done it in the past. Yeah, this is a pre-tape match. Me and Nicholas. Has Matt Sydal done anything in AEW after botching his Shooting Star Press in his debut? Not really. Which is fine. Like, AEW has a lot of people and only 2 hours a week. I guess they have Dark, but Dark is like pseudo-canon, and it's only really there to like boost. Dark is there, and it's entertaining because the commentary is pretty funny. And you see some people like, oh, Nicholas just took out the referee. All the time I got you. This is so messed up, dude. What do you mean? Are you doing a Rumble on the next Venom? No, I don't think so. Save him by kicking the hell out of him sounds reasonable. Kicking. Look at that! I'm a luchador, bro. Did you see the springboard leg drop? I'm trying to save Nicholas. This is for his own good. This is for Nicholas's own good, and here it is. The knee I beat Bernie Sanders with at Corona Mania. But no, Joe Biden gets involved. I mean, Flashpoint. No, I'm not going to be doing a Rumble on the other ones. Stomp to the back on Nicholas. Oh, there it is. I went for a guillotine submission, trying to put him out of his misery. But he doesn't know what's best for him. I'm trying to save you, Nicholas. January is the best month of wrestling because of Wrestle Kingdom and the Rumble. Yeah, it is. That's actually a really good point. And after the Rumble wrestling, we'll go back to being shit, probably. Yeah. Yeah, January is the best wrestling month. I never thought about it like that, but you're probably right. Oh yeah, I posted the rosters and the thing. There it is, Nicholas. I avoided him in the corner and a backslide. I drive Nicholas the back of his head into the mat for his own good. But he doesn't know what's best for him and he kicks out. I don't feel like I've enjoyed WrestleMania in a long time. That's not true. That Kofi Daniel Bryan match was so good. And here it is. Nicholas taps out. Last 2 or 3 Manias were boring to me for the most part. Yeah, I agree. They're like standout good matches, but for the most part they're bad. 36 was mediocre. Yeah, I love the Boneyard match though, but I feel like everything else was garbage. 35, the women's main event was not great, in my opinion. The botch finish didn't help. But yeah, Kofi Bryan was so good, and I'm so conflicted about Kofi Bryan because in my head, like, I don't know, man, if Kofi should have won that. I don't know, it's weird. Because, like, Kofi won, and then they had him kind of, like, beat everyone on the roster clean for the next, like, few months, just to lose in, like, 13 seconds to Lesnar. Like, what was the point? What was the point of it? That said, in the moment, Kofi winning was perfect. But, like, I don't know. If he didn't win, then we would have gotten more, like, Captain Planet, Evil Daniel Bryan, which was fucking great. We wouldn't have had, like, Samoa Joe and getting buried. I guess not buried, but, like, I don't know. I don't know, man. If I knew that was going to happen after Kofi won, I would have rather had Daniel Bryan retain. Yeah, I guess that's the best way to put it. Did you see Michael Chandler kill Dan Hooker? Yeah. Chandler, Poirier could be interesting if they do that. I saved Nicholas, by the way. I put Nicholas in the RNC, the rear naked choke, which I'm going to call the RNC, especially going into my match with Biden. I feel like that's fitting. And for you non-Americans, RNC stands for both rear naked choke and the Republican National Convention. So I feel like that's a fitting move to fight Biden with. Did you see Michael Chandler? Okay, I already read that. Here it is, Dolph Ziggler. AJ Styles, we saw wrestle earlier tonight. Not coming out for this one. He's in the med room. He did take a go-to-bed, that knee right to the head from Atami. He's not 100%. So Ziggler coming out on his own for his match against Boaz Lesnar. Is anyone actually looking forward to the Rumble? I am. I don't watch WWE, so like the stink of it isn't really too bad. I only watch pay-per-views. I like the fact that no one knows who's going to win the Rumble. That's kind of cool, in my opinion. You don't get that a lot. I think Dana was a bit sad. Oh yeah. Rear naked choke is like the most popular move in the world if you think about it. Yeah, right? Because it's the most effective. I hate that Drew is facing Gold. Oh, I meant the Rumble itself. I don't know about the card. I don't know about the card at all. Yeah, I don't like Drew Goldberg. I don't like that. Because what I think, what's possible, what's complete... I'm going to give you, like, the worst case scenario. You ready? Roman is number 30 in the Rumble and he wins. And Goldberg beats McIntyre. So they can do Goldberg versus Roman for both the belts at WrestleMania. There you go. I just gave you your nightmare scenario. So you're welcome for that. It really annoys me that Goldberg can just waltz in and get a title shot. Yeah, he should have had to beat someone first, shouldn't he? What was his last match? Losing to Braun? I guess he's owed a rematch, but for the Universal title, not the WWE. I guess it doesn't matter, honestly. His last match was losing a world title, so it's not that bad, right? It's not that bad. So let's see what happens here tonight. And I gotta say, Dolph Ziggler has already lasted longer than Goldust did on the last episode of Raw. Drew versus Goldberg is plain stupid. Don't even put that in the universe. If McIntyre beats Goldberg, it would actually be interesting because I wouldn't know what's going to happen. I'm looking forward to the Rumble match itself. Yeah, the Rumble match itself is what I'm interested in. Unless Goldberg beats McIntyre, because then I'm just going to be like, oh my god, Roman's winning the Rumble. He's going to win both titles at Mania. Beautiful German. A standing German suplex from Boaz. Boaz still wearing those body wraps from all the damage he took in his 2 matches against Lance. Uppercut. He should really let that heal. But he's done so well in his matches, I guess he feels like he doesn't need to. Back elbow by Ziggler avoids the divine intervention. Bo is trying to end the match early. He defeated Goldust on our last episode of Roar, as in Bo has defeated Goldust on our last episode of Roar in like 20 seconds. Less than that. Yeah, there probably won't be any big returns this year. At least none that I know of. Seems to be much of a gimmick to me, but let's see. I don't think it'll be as good as last year because I doubt any return will be as good as Edge's. Got it. Yep, I'm all caught up reading. Here we go. Snapmare from Boaz and the chin lock. Chin lock here from Boaz on Ziggler. Ziggler has lasted about 2 minutes, much longer than... What's... the intro... Someone just started playing the intro theme. Boaz is distracted. Ziggler from behind. No! Boaz! There it is. The F3 fits. Cover by Boaz. And Ziggler put away in 2.5 minutes by Boaz. But what the hell was that? some reason, the intro theme just started playing. Someone trying to distract Bo is here. I wouldn't mind seeing HBK back. Yeah, that's possible. I'd love for Edge to come back because he was one of my favorites. Bo is just made Ziggler look like a complete jobber. Lol. You think that was bad? He beat Goldust in like I said, less than 20 seconds on the last Roar. Bo is jobbed Goldust out. Bo is getting booed out of the building. Not gonna lie, I wish you just had Jeremy Clarkson come out there. How do you know that's not what I'm gonna do? How do you know that's not the secret? The twist of what just happened. Bo is defeats Ziggler here, but there's still questions coming out of it. It's time for the main event, and we're gonna see who Keemstar picked to be his tag team partner in this tag team MMA cage fight for the Raw Tag Team Championships. Who did Keemstar find to help him go 2-on-2 with the champions? Orton and Hope. Who did Keemstar find? I wish we could hear him. Who is it? Who is it? It's Dan Bros, the GM. Dan Bros. There's a reason he made it at an MMA cage fight. He said he's retired from wrestling, but as we've seen before, he has no problem competing in MMA cage fights. And there they are. Dean Ambrose, former tag team partner of Luke Harper. Crazy Cheese! Crazy Cheese is here! Keemstar and Dean Ambrose in the faction Crazy Cheese, also known as the Authorities, with Luke Harper. Dean Ambrose has put himself in this tag team championship match. A throwback to much earlier seasons, like I said. Keemstar and Harper. Record reign, a record-breaking over a year-long reign with the championships you're seeing on screen right now. In the first 2 seasons, of course, Harper and Ambrose, a tag team. Whereas Dean Ambrose, I haven't seen him much. Oh, he pops in every once in a while. I mean, it's hard because I stream so little. But I feel like he streams in when I do. He pops in when I stream, I mean. I'd like to point out, since we do MMA, the UFC could buy us. That's true. Here they are. The Roar Tag Team Champions. I love those Pokeball belts so much. It's one of my favorites. The Pokeball Championships. Here we go. Roar Tag Team Championships on the line. I'd like to point out. Okay, got it.
Mania, the superstar
Tag Team Mania? What did she say?
of 390 pounds. Mania.
If they do, we could go into space again. Dean gonna get jobbed out like McGregor. McGregor did the job in a big way.
Mania, the superstar.
Why does she keep saying Mania?
At a combined weight
Mania the Superstar.
91 pounds, they are the Raw
Orton and Hope won the Tag Team Championships at Ramble Mania 2. Defended them against Ziggler and Styles through time limit draw. Can they retain in an MMA cage fight against a reunited Crazy Cheese? Keemstar and Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose putting himself in this match. McGregor pushed Poirier hard. Yeah, he did. And here we go. MMA cage fight. 15-minute time limit. Did you know you can't do a knockout submission in a normal steel cage with a tag team? It has to be a Hell in a Cell, which is why this is such an awkward MMA cage. I don't remember Last Row beating anyone for those titles. Yeah, we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that when Hyphen's in the chat. With this, Ambrose and Orton brawling on the outside. Ambrose has been acting as a hype man recently for AJ Styles, the man who beat him for the Solar Championship. No Hope trying to get a submission out of Keemstar. Like I said before, in an MMA cage fight, you have one 15-minute round, submissions and knockout only. Look at this, Ambrose throwing Orton into the ring. Here we go, shoulder tackle from Keemstar. And another. The 5 moves of doom from Keem. Protoplex. Come on, Keemstar. Is Dean hyped for Styles? Gimmick infringement. Yeah, right? Ah, big boot from Hope, laying out Keem. Forearm from Orton. Wacky line from Ambrose. It's crazy to me that Twitter is somehow even worse than it was when Trump was president. You would think everyone would be happy now since they want to hate Twitter. Just say. No, yeah, this is why you don't. Okay, the riots over the summer and the election, and now what we're seeing. But what we're seeing is why you're not supposed to give your kid a cookie from the cookie jar after he has a tantrum. You don't give your kid what he wants after he throws a tantrum and they break the windows of various small businesses and beat people up. You're not supposed to give people what they want when they do that stuff, because you're just gonna get more of it. Anyway. Yeah, Twitter is a hellhole and retarded. Reddit is pretty bad too, but thanks to the subreddit system, you can kind of avoid all the bad stuff pretty easily, I guess. They're rioting now too. Yeah, why? Why are they rioting there? Like, just for no reason, everyone riots. When there were like protests in the UK because George Floyd died. I should never mind. I'm not gonna talk about any of that shit right now. Though it's less bad because we don't all run around with guns. I don't remember any gun violence happening in the riots besides the Kenosha incident, and that was a self-defense thing, so it's fine. That was the only riot over the summer where guns were involved, other than like police and stuff. Rioting because Trump lost, Rip Lowell. No one's rioting because Trump lost, Dean. Literally no one rioted because Trump lost. It was weird. Unless you, I don't consider the Capitol thing rioting because Trump lost. The Capitol thing was weird, and I'm not going to talk about it because YouTube will ban me. That's not true. No one will ever see this, so I'm fine. I was talking about the riots over the summer, the BLM stuff. The Capitol riot really wasn't that bad, and nothing happened. People are calling the people that did it terrorist, which is so funny to me because nothing happened. 4 people died, but 3 of them were killed by authorities. And one of them was a police officer that had a heart attack the next day after doctors said he was fine. So yeah, the rioters didn't kill anyone. And the fact they're being called terrorists and people are like, oh, they should have been gunned down, is really, really kind of funny, but at the same time messed up. This clown world we live in. We live in clown world, boys. You imagine Ramley's old videos getting millions of views? We'd all be banned so hard. I've said some naughty things. And some of you have too. But it's mostly in jest. Oh my god, Keemstar! Keemstar just hugged the referee. Is that collusion? Keemstar just hugged the referee in the corner. Collusion. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about that right now. Big overhand punch. No, Randy takes a punch from Keemstar on the outside. Gut kick from Keem. Keemstar, what do you do? No! That's against the rules! Randy left the cage. But you can't leave the cage in an MMA cage fight. The referee just called for the bell. What happened? The referee just called for the bell. Randy Orton. I mean, it's Keemstar's fault, but Randy Orton just left the cage, which you can't do in MMA. That's a clear disqualification. We're watching the replays now. What's the referee's decision here? In MMA, like when you're disqualified, yeah, there it is. The referee has decided new champions. In MMA, like a title can change hand through disqualification, and we're seeing it here. Keemstar and Dean Ambrose are the Solar Tag Team Champions. Good thing I'm not gonna blow up. A controversial ending for Dean Ambrose and Keemstar wearing those cheesy beard, those crazy cheese armbands. Your new Raw Tag Team Champions, according to referee Hanlo Tamagotchi. So I want to... I can do a chat choice match if you guys want. Sweet, now fire last hope. Yeah, let's put on... I'm going to put on a chat choice match in the meantime. But during the match, we're just going to talk about stuff, probably. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to read... I missed a bunch of stuff in the chat, so I'm going to read through that while this plays. They're writing here now, dude. Less bad because the 9 p.m. evening clock and chrono clock. Dude, yeah, good. People should be, like, not rioting, but protesting about that shit. That's awful. Alright, it's over, you imagine. We're all going to be censored in a year, yeah. Yeah, the summer stuff that overshadowed the peaceful marches, yeah, then that was bad. Dean, I know in, like, Europe and stuff, they show, like, their own version of the news. But, I'm going to tell you right now, like, being here and seeing everything, there was not maybe it's too extreme to say not a single, but, the violent riots, there were way more than peaceful marches after George Floyd died. Like, they were almost all violent. And I love that the picture, it's like a video where, like, it's a CNN reporter, and he's like, mostly peaceful protest. Meanwhile, there's, like, a fire. Like, they lit a giant fire behind him. There's a video where they're talking about how it's mostly peaceful protests, and then someone drives by and throws, like, a glass at the reporter as he says that. It's so weird. Like, everyone went out of their way to try and pretend the George Floyd protesters weren't horrible people, just breaking and stealing things. And I'd assume in Europe you guys get the sugar-coated, they're doing their best to stop and protest racism. I'm just assuming that's the way it was reported overseas. But anyway, kind of fucked. Sweet, now fire last hope. Yeah, CC. Protesting is cool, but they pretty much smashed up the train station near me and stole everything. Yeah, okay, hyphen. Yeah, I agree. That was the biggest problem with the George Floyd thing, was they were all doing the same thing. They weren't like helping anything. They were, like, breaking open pharmacies and Foot Lockers and stealing shoes and drugs. That's not, like, protesting. That's just rioting. But yeah, that I agree that's horrible, and it, like, gives the opposite message. That's actually really bad because protesting the lockdowns, I think, is a really good thing to do, and it immediately looks bad as soon as people take it over and start just breaking and stealing shit. So that sucks. Pretty much, but we did see the CNN building getting smashed. America's entire political system is basically fucked and will never be fixed because everyone is just a weird, obsessed sheep. And if you point that out, you're considered crazy. I don't know what they are reporting, but everyone in Europe just hates the U.S. in general. Yeah. It's so funny, especially on Reddit. I know you guys are probably different, but on Reddit, it's so obvious. Like, they're so... On Reddit, you get the vibe that they're just jealous. Like, I don't know why Europeans, and I don't mean you guys, I mean like Redditors. I don't get why the European Redditors are so fucking obsessed with the US. I saw there were like screenshots someone posted. There were anti-Trump advertisements in Sweden. How the fuck does that affect you? Why are you advertising anti-Trump in Sweden? And like a train station, there's like an anti-Trump poster. And I'm just like... What the fuck? How does that help? And I'm like, you do realize that, like, Americans made Reddit? And you're all on Reddit? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's just Reddit. Maybe that's not Europeans. Maybe that's just Reddit. Because Reddit in general, you got so many retards on there. I don't know what they reported to do. Everyone just hates the US. Everyone just hates, yeah, every single one of you Yanks. Damn, Dean. The reason I find Reddit less annoying than Twitter is because I only go to the subreddit to enjoy. Yeah, that's the good thing about Reddit is you can just avoid those. Well, even then they banned some of my favorite subreddits that I used to go on. So, that sucks. There was, one of my favorite subreddits had good material on it all the time. It was Cringe Anarchy. And it was just, they would post, like, cringe, like I said, cringe. It's just like they post cringe pictures, videos, and it's like fun to like laugh at. And they banned it because they started pointing out like the cringe of, I think it might have been transsexuals or something. I forget. But oh my god, that subreddit was so fucking funny, and they banned it. They banned join the KKK and how to act like I'm not a Nazi. Damn, bro. r/join the KKK. I like that one. The unpopular opinion subreddit is funny to me because almost every post on it is just people saying, this is actually a popular opinion in the comments. I bet, because you can't, if you say an actual unpopular opinion on Reddit, it will get downvoted and destroyed, and no one will care. I guarantee, like, unpopular opinion on Reddit. I actually think the US is kind of a bad country. It's like, oh yeah, I'm sure that's an unpopular opinion on Reddit. The thing is, the media actually spreads the unpopular opinions. I don't know if that's true. I think it just kind of recycles itself. It makes things popular just through repetition. You just train people through repetition. You just keep saying the same thing until people believe it. It seems to work, from what I've seen at least. Dude, these entrances are pretty long. I'm just gonna get to the match. I just downloaded a bunch of women from Austin Dynamite's TPW League. Some of these people have appeared in Devin DKO's DCW as well. Okay, here we go. Especially not social media, nobody takes that serious. It's the opposite here, Ivan. Now worked after COVID. Thing is, media is just no, and the media is just saying one side evil no matter what they do. Well, maybe not in the US, but here people don't agree with what's said in the media. And now it worked after COVID. No, yeah, it's the opposite here. Yeah, in America, everyone, like, just see something on the news. Dude, the Hunter Biden thing was the funniest. Because, like, the Hunter Biden story, she came up, and all the news was immediately like, this is unfounded, it's fake news, it's bullshit, it's not real. And then, like, a couple fucking days after the election, they're like, well, actually, there might be some truth to the Hunter Biden stuff. It turns out we were wrong. I know we should have let you know before the election, but maybe Hunter Biden did do some stuff and maybe Joe knew. Oh well, too late. Oh well. Didn't Trump bring that up? Yeah, he did. And then the media nonstop said he was lying about everything and it was unfounded. And then, like, the week after the election, they were like, well, about the Hunter Biden stuff. It's so, like I said, we live in an era where everything is at the same time hilarious and really sad. Yeah, and then Biden started talking. Yeah, like Trump said, what about your son? What about Hunter Biden? What about the China and the money and the Russians? And then Hunter, to be fair, Joe Biden might have just been, Joe Biden might have, he's got dementia. Maybe he did hear the wrong thing. He's like, you're talking about my son, Beau Biden, who died in the war? He doesn't sound anything like that, by the way. Joe Biden sounds more like imagine a zombie was real and they could talk. What did Hunter do? Hunter did a lot of drugs and he took a lot of money from the Ukraine, Russia, China for bribes. He also may or may not have slept with very, very young girls and filmed it. Basically, he was the ultimate problem child. Which you could say, well, that's not Joe Biden's fault. And then you find out, like, oh, Joe Biden knew and some of these bribes were to help Joe Biden. And it's like, oh, okay. Yeah. I kind of feel bad for Biden because I don't necessarily blame for the weirdo Democrats forcing. Yeah! I feel like what's going on with Biden is kind of like elder abuse. It's kind of elder abuse. Now Trump is a narcissist. He just talks out his ass. And when he doesn't have any arguments, he just talks the other side. Yeah. No, yeah, I don't think anyone will disagree that Trump is a narcissist. Jesus, Hunter, do that after he gets elected. Yeah, right? Well, no, he needed the bribes in the past. That's like... Oh, by the way, Barack Obama knew about all this, but we're still going to pretend he's the greatest president of all time just because he was black. But whatever. Oh, dude. I don't know if you Europeans knew this, but this is another thing that's like... I have to be careful, because there's things where it's like, well, maybe this is true. Maybe this is true. Maybe this is true. I'm not going to talk about any more maybes. I'm going to talk about stuff that was 100% confirmed now. In Europe, did they ever tell about how it was confirmed Barack Obama, as president, was spying on Donald Trump to help Hillary win the election? Did they ever talk about that? It was proven. Kathy Howe takes out Elizabeth Blade, by the way. I still can't get over your U.S. ambassador. That's in the note. Oh, how bad is he? Who said that politicians were burning in our country and denied it in the same interview? What? I'm gonna need some context. That's pretty funny. Was he being hyperbolic? Or was he just like completely talking out his ass? I feel like if Trump was president in literally any other era, no one would have a problem with it. Yeah, you notice no one called Trump a racist until he decided to run for president against the Democrats. Isn't that really interesting? He's like best friends with fucking like Al Sharpton or whatever. And like a bunch of famous black people and Kanye West. But he's also never heard about the Obama thing. Yeah, that's crazy. Straight up talking out of his ass. Okay. I didn't watch the news back then, but I never heard about it. Heard about it. Last in the ring, we have Sassy Vega, the daughter. Wait. Yeah, daughter, I think, Candy Vega. Dude, there's a lot of fucking E-Fed, TPW, DCW lore that I don't know about. And I'm not sure it matters if Ariane, who's the car owned by Wild Hops, who was in the chat earlier, could have eliminated her, but no. By the way, have you guys been playing any games recently? I kind of stopped playing games after I started working out, but Ariane wins, by the way. But I'm trying to like ease video games back in. I'm playing like old video games. I started playing through Devil May Cry series. I'm on Devil May Cry 2 right now. Beat the first one. I'm playing through God of War 2 again for the first time in a long time. Shadow of War, that Lord of the Rings game, even though I don't give a fuck about Lord of the Rings. I enjoyed the first game. Trump was a Democrat icon before running, I believe. No, he was always, he flip-flopped parties multiple times in the past. Trump was very smart about it. He was always the opposition party to ruling because he knew that would make him popular, is shitting on, like, the establishment. I feel like when there was a Republican president, he was in with the Clintons. When there was a Democrat, he was claiming to be Republican. I feel like he was always opposition party until recently. I feel like. Because he's talked about trying to become president and trying to come up with a winning strategy, which, like, I approve of. I think the two-party system's retarded and stupid, so I don't really, I don't think him flopping on the parties is that big a deal, honestly. But I got Persona 4 recently. I go through phases in life where I go from playing games nonstop to not playing at all, and then back to gaming. I gotcha. I just know he was beloved. He was beloved by everyone, like in a celebrity way. Yeah, everyone loved Trump as a celebrity because of The Apprentice, Home Alone, WWE, the Bobby Lashley thing with WrestleMania. I think to this day it holds some kind of record. I think it has the most buys in WrestleMania history. I could be wrong though. The Lashley Trump Umaga McMahon thing. I don't think it doesn't have the largest attendance, but I believe it is still the most pay-per-view buys. I could be wrong. And if it's not the most pay-per-view buys, then it was at the time and was for a long time. I think maybe it was until the second Rock Cena or something like that. Yeah, something like that. Anyway. Right now, by the way, playing is I think this is a chat choice title match. Yeah, a long time ago, I asked a bunch of subscribers to pick people to put in an elimination chamber with Jodolf Schittler to try and get the E-Federation, the chat choice title off of them. This is that match, and I'm just going to let it play, I guess, while we're here. Why not, right? We got, I think we had Roman and Bray start things off, Xavier coming in. And now we have Rezar, not Razor, not Akam, not Akam, not Akam, not Ruzer, Rezar. You gotta call him Rezar. I don't know how many chat choice matches I've found. I'm probably going to stop the stream after this match no matter what. COVID is way harder to get than the PS5. I can't catch COVID no matter what. I do, it seems like. Yeah, right? I just want to test it out. Yeah. My mother got COVID. And she was, like, really sick for 2 days. And then she was fine. And I was, like, with her nonstop taking care of her. No mask or anything. And I didn't get sick. At all. So I'm either asymptomatic or immune or more likely, I think I had it way back like last year, because they retroactively went back and were like, here's how COVID probably got to the U.S. and they were talking about New York City and way back around the same exact time they were talking about, where I was working, we were having a bunch of people from China come in like constantly. We would have these Chinese people coming back and forth, and they were helping us set up something, and they were bringing like giant animatronics over and helping us set them up, tell them how to use them. So I got really, really sick. I like slept on the bathroom floor, like way back then. I was really sick, but it was for one night. It was for one night. I was really sick, and then I was fine. So yeah, COVID, like, if you're not really old, COVID is, it's nothing. It's really nothing. And I mean like really old, because like I said, my mother was sick for 2 days. Like COVID, you're gonna be fine. Don't worry about it. You worry about your older relatives, and try to help them be healthy. But you are going to be fine. Trust me. I wanted to stay out. Plus, I'm 20 years old, so I really don't worry too much about getting sick since my immune system is a beast right now. Yeah, pretty much. Like I said, I was sick for 1 day when I think I had it. And I know lots of people are like, oh, what do you mean you think you had it? That's dumb. Like I said, my mother definitely got it, and I was with her nonstop, taking no precautions, and I didn't get sick. So I'm thinking I already had it. Xavier Woods eliminated. He will not be Chat Choice champion. Bray Wyatt now. The crowd getting really loud. Bray Wyatt spearing Rezar to a pod. Bray Wyatt. Look at Roman. Roman Uso just lying dead on the floor. I never even got the flu, which is basically the same shit, because people seem to forget that old people die from the flu too. Yeah, isn't it really interesting that there are record low numbers of people getting the flu and dying from the flu? Isn't that really interesting? It really gets the noggin jogging. Yeah, what's entirely possible and people don't want to admit is that a lot of COVID cases are just people getting the flu and being misdiagnosed. So yeah, that's the testing. It's definitely not the same though, it's just the weak constitution, people dying. Weak constitution or just old? I think it's just old. I think if you're old and you're not like one of those health people, like, you know how you see some old people and they're like really healthy and they're like running around? I think you're old, you're like old, and you're not one of those, then I think you're at risk. But I think besides that, you'll be fine. I feel like if you're famous, they fucking inject you with that shit, though, Lamau. Damn. When you are old, you get a weak constitution. Yeah. That's just the weirdest way I've seen it put. Maybe that's just like over here, the way we would say that is we would, like, no one would ever say that. We would say, like, something about your immune system being weak. It's just, it is funny how there's, like, little different things where it's like, why would someone say something like that? The champ's eliminated! We will have a new Chat Choice champion / E-Federation champion. Which, mind you, is the title that could be defended in a Fed you make. Trust people over 55 are also risk factors. So honestly, if you're weak immune system, life is going to be tough in general no matter. Whenever you get sick. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, is saying old people have a weak immune system ageist? Probably according to some asshole. I'm getting cancelled. Luckily I have a strong one, which I'm grateful for. Good, take advantage of it. My voice might be starting to go. No, I'm fine. I have water, which helps. Like, sometimes I'll do a show with no water, and I'll get really, my throat will fucking die pretty quick. You know what's funny? Whenever WWE has a long show and Michael Cole has been like talking nonstop all night, and by the end of the show, he's talking about, look at this! Oh my god! And he can barely talk. I love that shit. That shit's funny. Bray Wyatt takes out Roman Uso, which we're down to the final 3. One of these men that wrestles in a black shirt with words on it is going to be your next chat choice champion. Oh, wow, those kick at like 2.99999 by Rezar. Will it be Elias, Bray Wyatt, or Rezar? Can't believe Tom Brady is going to win another Super Bowl. Dude, that's so funny. The Patriots deserve it. Patriots being like, Tom Brady, I don't know, man. Just a little too old. We're going to be thinking about the future. You probably can't get it done anymore. Tom Brady goes to the fucking Buccaneers, who no one gave a fuck about, and now they're in the Super Bowl. Yeah, too old my ass. Good for you, Tom Brady. Good for you. For real, if I practice a presentation, I'm dry AF after doing it twice. Damn. I almost forgot about the Super Bowl, even though I saw a bit of the games yesterday. The Super Bowl. Kansas City Chiefs and the Buccaneers in the Super Bowl. Big clothesline. Was that a discus clothesline? Doing the Brodie line from Elias. A bit of tribute on this show. And a Brodie no sold by Wyatt. European uppercut. Elias now. The backbreaker to Bray. STO from Rezar. Even people that don't watch football know Tom Brady is the greatest player ever, and there's no debating it. Yeah, right? Sign Elias just for that. Yeah, right? Cover by Wyatt. Elias kicks. Elias is a guy we really haven't seen much of. And, maybe we should do something about that. A clothesline from hell from Rezar. Oh my god, that clothesline did it. Bray Wyatt stole the pin. But Rezar just clotheslined the shit out of Elias. JBL would be proud of that one. Go Shiozaki, also proud of that. I can attest to that, Chris. Yeah. Tom Brady. People don't even watch. Tom Brady. Just know. Interesting fact. Ooh, can't wait to see. Rezar! Rezar! Come on, Rezar! Powerbomb! Cover! Rezar! Just done it! Basketball is about to be dead as wrestling with a low rating has been getting as dead as Kobe. Lol, but also aww. Rezar is your new chat choice champion. The E-Federation champion as soon as we see it defended on another show, maybe. Too soon? No, I love dark humor, so I'm cool with it. But the fact I love dark humor is another reason they want to censor me and not let me leave my house. I can't wait for the future where they try to make Americans not own cars anymore. And they want everyone to use like buses and automated services and robot cars. And then what they're going to do is, if you say a naughty word online, you're not going to be able to leave your house anymore. Because you're not going to be able to use the robo-Uber, and you're not legally allowed to own a car anymore. So I can't wait for that future, fellas. Ramlin, can you sign Festus? Believe it or not, I already have signed Festus. I remember when Festus always kicked my ass in 2K10. SVR 10, right? Good for Rezar. Yeah, I heard basketball has been doing extremely shitty in the ratings, which is funny. Honestly, though, yeah. I've had a hard time with sports. I don't know why, but he won every Rumble, that sick bastard. Says Hyphen. Yeah, right. Oh shit, my guy's lost, says Dean. Well, Dean, here's the thing. Rezar won, and now that Someone That's Not a Claw has the title, you can have a match for that title on your show. You just gotta let me know in the Discord. I had a hard time. I have a hard time like sitting and watching almost anything now. Like I said, I only watch Dynamite and pay-per-views. That's pretty much it. I watched Wrestle Kingdom. I watched an episode of New Japan USA or whatever the fuck it's called. It was like, why is fucking Tom Lawler and Darren Young on this show? What is this? Lolly flipped the TV on and I see 6 naked chicks beating up a guy in the shower. What show was that? Well, basketball is literally only popular when there's a player like Michael Jordan. Oh. But what about LeBron? I thought everybody loves LeBron. Anyway, Vince McMahon was so right about football, or American football. Because those games yesterday, like, I left the house with one of them on, and then I came back, and I think it was still in the first quarter. Like, I left the house for, like, over an hour and a half, I feel like. Because I did, like, a full workout. Yeah, when I left, the game was about to start. I get back, and it's, like, still in the middle of the first quarter. I did, like, a full, like, hour and 50-minute workout. I come back, and they're still in the first quarter. Football is way too long. Vince McMahon was right. I wish the XFL didn't die. Those games were fast and entertaining. But, whatever. I guess boomers love sitting down and watching a bunch of fucking commercials and timeouts, I guess. Whatever. I'm just gonna let this Chatchways, these entrances play, I guess. I'll end the stream whenever. Flatter. The greatest Dutch show ever. Flatters. Yeah, I gotta look into Flatters now. You're telling me this is a show with 6 naked chicks beating a dude up in the shower. And I'm interested right off the bat. Is there a way to make that dude me? All sports should just be 30-second games where whatever team scores first wins. That would be entertaining. That would be hilarious. I think in Germany, like during the halftime for ice hockey games, sometimes they'll have people come out in bowling shoes and play like a joke game of ice soccer. And because it's like the halftime game, it only goes like 5 minutes maximum or something. Every sport needs to be like that. 5 minutes maximum where you're in bowling shoes on an ice rink. And you're uncoordinated. That's what every sport should be. We need to bring back good old sports like that. That was CJ and Corey Heiser, by the way, from DCW. That was Hunter and Brian Azrael, the first 2 entering. I'm just showing off some tag teams. Like I said, we're doing a lot of tag team stuff this season, I think. I'm a big fan of tag teams, believe it or not. But the fact the games don't like tag teams, basically. So I've had a hard time getting it to work in Universe. I'd watch American football if they did it on an ice rink. Yeah, right? Chris, do you watch the CFL, any Canadian football? What are the big differences there? I know there's like the field size, but is there anything different in like how the games are played? Or the attitudes of the players? Is it like basketball? Is it like NBA versus college basketball? Or like... Because there's some madmen out there that watch the NFL and the CFL and try to watch every game. And I wonder why. Not too little scoring, not too much scoring. I think something like hockey would be the perfect sport for myself. Hockey, I think, is my favorite sport to watch, by the way. Yeah, I think like you have some games that are like a soccer or a football game, whatever you want to call it, where it's like, oh, the score is 1-0. You have some where it's like, oh, the game went 6-5, and then you have the repeated overtimes. I love hockey. I wish I knew more about it. I wish I knew more about the players. There was a period where I was watching like a bunch of Rangers games back to back, and I felt so bad for Lundqvist. He was the New York Rangers goalie, trying to carry the team as the best he could. He's from Sweden. He's one of the best goalies I've ever seen. Which I guess I'm not an expert, so I don't know too much. But the only sport I actually watch occasionally is darts, of all things, lol. Darts. You know what, man? I'm cool with that. I watch fucking fake wrestling, so I can't really judge you for watching darts. But yeah, hockey's super entertaining. You get to see them beat the fuck out of each other from time to time. There's a wide variance in what the scores can be. Games can be completely different. With the overtimes, like I said before. You can see people do crazy stuff. Like a solo. You can see crazy solo stuff. People juggling the puck with a stick. You can see great like teamwork and passes. MMA would be amazing if so many fights weren't just clinching against the cage. I think MMA is great. It's just hard. Shit, I watch simulations of fake wrestling. Shit, I stream simulations of fake wrestling. Yeah, MMA. I love MMA. It's just sometimes you see a card and it's a bunch of names you've never heard of. And it's like, I should give them a chance because they're putting their bodies on the lines. And like even a no-name fight could be crazy with a cool knockout or submission or like a bunch of cool takedowns or something. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know anyone on this card. I'm just gonna like not watch this card or something, or play a video game, or go work out instead of watching because I don't know anyone on it. I don't know. It's weird. I don't mind grappling and striking, but fucking boring ass clinching as the cage is so boring in UFC. Yeah. It depends. If the whole fight is that, yes. If it's like when it's like obvious strategy and it's someone like grinding someone and like tiring them out, I enjoy it. You know what I mean? But if it's just two fucks and neither of them is like trying to get an advantage and they're both playing super safe, then I'm like, yeah, this is boring as fuck. Boxing is actually legit good. Just needs a bit more talent. Yeah, there's no names in kickboxing as far as I know. Which kind of hurts kickboxing a lot. Even though you would assume it would be the most exciting thing possible. You would assume kickboxing would be the most exciting thing. Because you don't have to deal with the bad grappling moments. You don't have to deal with the fucking this gay shit in boxing where they hug each other for half of a 2-minute round. Yeah, you would think kickboxing would be the craziest thing. But I haven't seen much of it. I really should look into it, but I guess I don't know who I would watch or where. Big low blow by CJ and Matt Short. I've made people for streams of simulations of fake wrestling. Though most good kickboxers transfer to MMA. Yeah, because that's where you can make more money and get more famous. Yeah. I began watching Pride and K1 and old kickboxing and old MMA rules. Dude, what about Pancrase? We need to bring back Pancrase rules. Where it's like you're allowed it's like all submissions and grappling. No you gotta slap your opponent. That's so goddamn awesome. It's like shoot pro wrestling. No closed fist punches. Submissions and slapping. Slap the shit out of people. That's so goddamn cool. Conor McGregor's actually so bad whenever he gets taken down. It's crazy to me. Yeah. Yeah. Pancrase is cool, but I like seeing strikes. I like MMA because I like the mix of everything. Also, because it's so popular, it's just easy to find. Pride was so great. Two juiced up beats with no talent, just hacking into each other. I'm negative. Oh, Jason Youngblood, confirmed, is COVID negative. Good for him. Or David versus Goliath kind of matches. Yeah. Just the crazier stuff that would happen in Pride was always fun. Oh, I should mention, by the way, while I have so many of you guys here, two important things. God damn, I almost forgot. One, my next show will be Showdown, Shakedown, Smackdown, whatever you want to call it, and I will have a reverse battle royal, which is a ridiculous matchup from TNA. TNA used to have a reverse battle royale. We're gonna have one on the next episode of Showdown. I learned that Hoist Gracie's a bitch. Ooh. Or I really like Israel Adesanya's tights. Fights. Oh. Izzy's okay. Izzy's great, but I think his fights are actually the biggest problem about him. But I'll get to it in a second. I like when I see a match with a weird ass submission. You never see like a twister or something too. Yeah. Or the giant swing. Have you seen the giant swing into knee bar? That shit was crazy. So yeah, the reverse battle royale on the next show, and more importantly, you probably noticed I have a shit schedule, and I can't really do this whenever I want. And I know a lot of you guys are from the Europes, and time zone wise, I was wondering, I might start streaming like really late, so like midnight or really early, so I'll wake up at like 6 o'clock and start streaming. You know what I mean? And just stream before I work out or something. It's just so I can pump out more of these streams, get them out of the way. Maybe not do chat choice matches like this. Maybe just do my quick hour and a half and get out. So yeah, I was wondering what time, if I did wind up doing that wacky stuff. I think the fucking New Legacy boys kind of do a schedule like that, right? Where they start streaming at like 1 in the morning. Or like a weird time. And I always thought it was weird, but after being busy now, I can completely see why. Especially if you want to have a good schedule of streaming. But what time is it over there right now? I think London's like 6 hours ahead of me, so some of you guys are 6, 7 hours ahead. So over there it's probably about 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, right? So if I streamed at like 6 in the morning, it would be noon for you guys, which you could be busy there. And if I stream at midnight, that would be really early in the morning for you guys. So I don't know. I really don't know what I would do. You would think a knee bar would be more common submission than it is. I feel like you rarely see knee bars in UFC. London is 8. For me, it's 9 right now. Okay. How did I get that so wrong? Oh my god, my laptop is still in New York time. Oh, well I can fix that now. My laptop says it's 3 o'clock. But yeah, it is 2 o'clock where I am right now. Okay, good. Alright, I'm back on track. Just do whatever works for you. Gotcha. I think lightweight is most exciting at the minute. I think, I was going to say about Israel Adesanya is, I think, look at this cover and broken up. I think Tyron Woodley and Israel Adesanya both had this issue. So I think they're both phenomenally talented, but there's the part of MMA that no one wants to admit, and that like the showmanship and the pro wrestling stuff is really important, and a lot of MMA people don't want to admit that. But Tyron Woodley, you beat a lot of people, and you didn't get super famous and make a lot of money, and that's not because Dana White was racist. That's because you were boring, and you never like took risks or chances. Like, yes, MMA is about winning, and you don't want to get hurt, but the people that become names and make money and get famous are the people that do crazy shit in the octagon, and it works for them. It's so you have to. It's weird. I get it. It's supposed to be a sport, and you want to be in there to win, but you can't play it so safe and also complain about it. Complain about not making all the money and being a big star. You know what I mean? It's like, yes, you can play it safe and beat everyone and be considered one of the best of all time, but that's not how you make the big bucks and become a famous legend. Never won shit, but rich and famous. Chael Sonnen, yeah. Because Chael Sonnen had entertaining fights. If you're a UFC fighter, being a good shit talker gets you more popular than actually winning fights. Yeah. Yep. But like, the best obviously is a mix of both. There is a bit of luck in there. You have to be really good, you have to take chances, And then those chances you take gotta work too. Plus all the shit talking. Like Chael Sonnen would talk shit, and then he'd get in the octagon, and then he'd do some stupid stuff. Some fast. He'd like get into striking. He'd try to contest striking with Anderson Silva, and he actually came out on top, in my opinion. I mean, I guess he did wind up losing that fight, but it's still disputed to this day. I wish Ferguson got a title shot, but it's much less likely how now. Yeah, okay. Like, Ferguson is a guy that feels like he's on the verge of being a gigantic star. But he has legitimate mental problems that might hold him back a little bit from becoming that. To be fair, there are some people so vanilla that they come off as huge losers when they try to talk shit. Yeah. No, yeah. That's like, I call that the Apollo Crews effect. No, I'm kidding. No, yeah, that's a thing in pro wrestling too. That you can be phenomenally talented and just like a boring talker or something. But as long as you do crazy and fun shit in the cage, I feel like it will pay off more than doing crazy and fun shit in pro wrestling. I think that's an advantage in MMA. In that, like, if you do crazy shit, but you have, like, you're awkward on the mic, I still think you can make it in MMA. Like fucking Stephen Boner. Do you think there's anyone who can beat Khabib? Oh. Yeah. Yeah. But I don't know if there's anyone that could beat the Khabib we've seen. But as we've seen with Conor, that chin doesn't last forever. And I think Khabib, his chin could go in his next fight with anyone. I think Poirier could knock him out. And he pretty, he's kind of squashed Poirier. But there's always that chance, and you're not in that top condition forever. You know what I mean? I feel like that's the deal with Khabib. I feel like no one could beat the Khabib we've seen, but someone could beat a future Khabib. He looks like... hold on. I miss Frank Mir. He used to be one of my favorite fighters to watch. Yeah, Frank Mir was awesome. He's just an entertaining guy. That's why kickboxing considered the champion Rico Verhoeven extremely bland. Yeah, I've heard of Van Hooven. Verhoeven, excuse me, not Van Halen or whatever the fuck I said. He looks like the kid that got bullied, so he became a fighter. Hey, welcome! Devin DKO is here. We actually have some DCW talent in the ring right now, Devin. You had a phenomenal match on the last Venom show in the main event against Jason Youngblood, if you want to watch that at some point. But in the ring right now, the match is over, and the Asylum wins, Matt Short and Nate Danger. But yeah, we have CJ and Corey Heiser in a tag team in that Goku gear. Conor, I think, is campaigning for a third Poirier fight. I think Conor is like a twat and all. But I think he thinks he can beat Poirier, which is part of it. And I also think he kind of likes Poirier and thinks he's a good guy. So he wants to help him make a shitload of money. I think it's a little of both. So I can see that fight happening again. Like, Conor is like Conor... I don't think Conor is a complete shithead, but I do. I think he has emotional episodes and drinks, and makes huge mistakes. Which, like... Anyway, see you later. See you later, Hyphen. I think I'm not going to say Conor is a good person. I just think when he's in a good emotional state, he's nowhere near as bad as he is when he's not in one. If that makes sense. I'd be up for Conor versus Tony. Conor versus Tony would be crazy. I want to see Conor Tony for sure. Anyway, Devin, you showed up at the end of the stream. Sorry, man. I hope to see you stream something in the future. Actually, your DCW World Heavyweight Championship has appeared on my show with Dean Stevens holding the thing. Anyway, I love you all. Like I said, I might stream at a weird hour next time I stream. So, just letting you guys know as a heads up. And there will be a reverse battle royale on the show, which is an old TNA gimmick match. It'll be crazy, stupid, and hopefully fun. I love you all. See you later. I'll update you if anything changes in the Discord. Bye-bye. let's get out of here.